fix this here. Just a second, I'm adjusting something. So sorry. Okay. All right, so this is going to be kind of like my my, what do you call it, where I put the colors that I'm going to be using. And I wanted to make it a little bit bigger so you could see. There we go. All right. And let's transition again. All right, so that looks pretty good. So I'm going to use a pretty large piece of paper to do this one. I'm going to be making, hello. All right, so I'm going to be making some, I'm going to be doing a picture that Miss Melissa showed me, which I really liked. Let me see. It was a, what do you call it? Okay, anyway, it was a nice painting. And I'm going to try and see if I could find it. I had so many things going on that I am, hold on. Sorry guys, I'm looking for that painting because I really want to do that one. But of course I can't find it now. Okay, let me see. Maybe if I open up, well, I don't want to use up any resources, so I'm just going to go with the way it is now. Let's see. Okay, we got some water right here. And I'm going to start with these brushes here. So these are some brand new brushes I'm going to use on that. And then, so the picture was actually like a really beautiful purpley scape. Let me see. And okay, so again, I'm sorry, but struggling, but I want that picture. So I'm going to find it right now. Hold on just a second. And I just got to see the one she, aha, I found it. Okay. So, oh my goodness. See that right there? I don't know if you can see it really well, but it's that little itty bitty thing here. Maybe here it'd be easier to see here. Where is it? Right there. See, I gotta go forward. It's like everything's backwards, so it's hard to show you. Okay, just remember everything's backwards. So if I want to go back, I gotta go forward. Anyway, so somewhere on, I wish I could just capture that and show you, but anyway, so that's what I intend to paint. So let's see if it'll stay open to that. So I'm going to kind of just draw it out a little bit, and I'm going to do it with some, what do you call them, chalk. So I've got this huge box of chalk, which I'm going to use, just your basic old chalk. And I'm going to try and kind of remind myself of the colors and all that, okay? Anyway, I'll just put that up here so you can see it if you want. Where? Right there for now. Here, let's put it on here. So these are the colors I'm going to use to do this little drawing, because I'm going to draw it first. Okay, so let's see. So it's got like some background right about here that goes about this far, goes down, and right about here is some brownish mountain, goes down a little bit like that. So I'm kind of just sketching it a little bit so that I can have a better idea where I'm going to paint it, you know. And okay, see, I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, so I'm trying to basically do the shapes that are here. So this is kind of looks like this under there. This one looks like this. Then it got kind of like a little bumpy surface. Goes almost to the end, and then it's got another little peak there. And then behind here, I've got another mountain that starts right about here, and it's kind of jaggedy a little bit, goes down, another little doohickey, a few little okay. And then over here on this side is like a little area, and it looks like here in the background, oh, this one should be taller, and it kind of goes over this one this way, and then there's another little peak right here. And this is kind of multi-layered. It's got a few layers here, and all of these seem to have like some crossword layers going on them. And this is kind of jagged on the top. And a little pink. Bit of pink here. This one looks quite pink. It's got like a pinkish hue. And they kind of seem to go sideways, kind of cool. All right, and here it's more of a brownish color. And it's got kind of like a little area of sediment or red clay. And then here we've got another, like it's kind of like a flat rock, sort of. Kind of like that. So I'm just kind of looking at what the picture that I've got here looks like and kind of going with that. I'm sure it's copyrighted or something, so I'm just kind of using it as a reference. I'm not sure. It's like it's on a site for whoops. On a I just realized there's a you can read the message. Sorry. Okay. So this kind of here. And then there's some, like, maybe like a green valley here, sort of. Oh, this looks kind of cool, even in just the greens and stuff. But this is just so I'll know where my areas are for my, using my inks and watercolors and pens and all that. So there's purple and pink, and it's multi-layered. So it's like you look at these and you can see that there's layers. And all the way down this, like they're jagged peaks. Same here. And here, this is more like a brownish in front on this upper part. Okay, well now you've seen my mail. Okay, so my friend sent me this, and my friend Melissa, as you probably already saw on there, she sent me this, and she thought it was a good idea for me to paint it, and I thought, what an amazing picture, for sure. Love it. So there's like a little thing here. Then this area here is dark. Kind of, you can see the layers again. It's all layered. I forgot what you call this, but you can see the layers of the land. And a little bit of, so these, I'm using them kind of like pastels, but just because I want to be able to get an idea. Okay. And then this here is going to have like some dark and light areas. And then it's going to have like a deep crevice here. Then some and you can see the dark areas. So that's why on YouTube I call myself the universal artist, because I didn't want to limit myself to having to use a certain kind of medium, because I know I like to use all of them, pastels or whatever, you know. There's no need to limit yourself on these things, because you can do different things with different mediums. All right, so okay, so now the sky is going to be kind of have a little bit of pink in it and blue. So the sky, the clouds are kind of going like this, a few pink clouds, and okay, there's some here. And then a little bit of blue, of course. Gotta have the blue. Light blue. And over here, a little bit of purple. See, this really should have a little dark brown in there. And here. here. Okay. Well, I just got tired of getting ready to get started again. I'm just tired of that. I just wanted to start and, you know, just whatever. Whatever happens, happens. And sometimes the videos look stupid and they're not recording when I think they are and all kinds of crazy stuff. So there's some water down here, huh? Let's put a different color blue here. This is water, apparently. I'm not sure where this is. Should have probably read them. the stuff about, you know, the trip, because there's like a, if you want to take a trip to this place. So I'm going to use this kind of as a guide to do the watercolor. All right, and the front is just like a brownish. Brownish, like dirt with green and stuff. Okay. So that's going to be the base. Enough of that. Okay. Wish I could get this thing to turn sideways. But oh, I know what I can do. Hold on. I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way. Not working. Trying to save the picture. Oh my goodness. And it's not letting me. Nope, didn't work. Trying to do a screenshot. I think I got it that time. Let's see. Because I want to somehow put that up there so you guys can see it. Excuse me just a moment. I am going to fix this problem. Yay, it worked. Okay. Give me just a moment because I'm going to download the photos so you guys could see it. Okay. And here we go. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to upload it. see if it will show. Okay, I put the picture on there, and now I can just turn it sideways and look at it. Okay, awesome. All right, so I'm going to put my phone here so I can watch it. So I can have my source. Okay. Oh. So, okay, I might just say hello to a few people, and I'm going to start painting in a minute. Okay. And, oh my gosh, is it facing the wrong direction? Or is it facing the right direction? Let's see. I think it's facing the wrong direction again. Darn it. Well, I'm not going to stop. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Okay. So here goes. I'm going to go ahead and use the watercolors now. Or the inks. Which one? Okay. I'm going to use the watercolors. And let me make that a little bit bigger. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust this so it'll show the full palette. In my other program, sorry guys, but I don't want it to cover the view either, so there it is. Okay, maybe I can turn this the other direction. Done. Counterclockwise or clockwise? Clockwise. Oh boy, backwards. Okay. One more thing. Excuse me just a moment. Okay, there we go. That's better. And so I'm going to transition. There we go. And I hope the sound and everything is good on the YouTube and Twitch stream. But anyway, so that I've got the basics down now. And I'm going to go ahead, this is just plain water right here. And so I'm going to go ahead and start with a little bit of this purple, because purple is a big part of this. So I'm going to start here. And then very little bit of the purple showing here. Then a little bit here. Then it looks like layers on here. water. And this is part of this. Kind of goes like this, a little higher. All right. And in case you guys want to see what I'm looking at, it's this right here. But I can see it better in the other place, so I'm going to turn it back for myself. All right. So I'm doing it in the purple, but I'm going to wind up having to put the other colors as layers on it in a little bit. Okay. Then here, it's going to be a lighter color and a little bit more purple in here. And then, you know, I'm going to leave that one with that color and just use a different one for a different color, so I can just use like, I could use a brush per color actually. So like say this is kind of a red, kind of like a, what do you call that, red earth that they have, like it's kind of looks kind of like Nevada or Arizona or something. They have that stuff there all the time. And what's cool about these pastels that I put underneath, or the chalk, is that it'll mix with the colors that I'm using right now. So it doesn't hurt anything at all. So you just kind of want to let some areas be lighter, some areas be darker, because of the layering effect of the ground. And I could probably try for a little browner color. The only problem is these are in, like, I don't know, Japanese or Chinese or something. I don't know what color's what until I go into it. At least the darker ones that are not obvious. Like some of these. I probably should try and scoop it out to the edge. See, that's a red. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just get a little brush and paper towel. Sounds like I still have that stupid little cough too. I hadn't even noticed it till now that I don't want to have it. Okay, so that's oh, kind of like a, see, I probably should just put the colors right outside there. Okay, that's obvious. That's a purple. Oh, that's not right. That can't be right. Let's see. Nope, that is a purple. Another kind of purple. Oh, nice. I'll need that. That, I don't see any browns or umbers. I'm sure I have some here somewhere. But I might have to mix them. What's this one? That looks like black. This might be the umber. Yep. So it's right next to that one. Okay. So now I'm going to use a little something to put the colors on. So once I find a color that I want, I can just continue to use it here. So here I'm going to use this brown. be needing that. I'm gonna mix it a little bit with this. So it'll be more of a reddish brown. Okay. Okay, so right here, it's got some dark. If you want to look at the painting that I'm doing, I'll put it on afterwards, but it's just a really beautiful mountainous area that's in some kind of a site. Trying to get you to go on vacations there, which actually it looks like a pretty cool place to go, huh? No doubt. So here you want to layer the different colors. And then right here, it's got like a little bit of a peak. And then it kind of goes this way. Look at the color there. Yep. Sometimes I wonder if I'm going to get the right one or if I'm going to accidentally bump into the wrong color there. Okay. Okay. So this looks like, I don't know, is it maybe the Grand Canyon? I don't know, it's so gorgeous. I just fell in love with the picture and didn't look at the details. It's probably something really cool. Somewhere I might be able to go on my vacation, actually. Because I'm on vacation right now. Yay! I just had to take some time off, so I've got a couple of things to do with family, and then I want to just paint. So let's see. So I'm trying to give it the layered look. And there's darker and lighter areas. And there's even some that are nearly white. But even where it's dark and light, you've still got layers. So anyway, let's see. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to do a little bit lighter color in between, right about here. And this is going to have kind of like a little bit of a lift right here. So I'm sorry if this thing has gone sideways, but I just do not want to stop and start again. Tired of fighting with the Facebook issues. I wish you could set, there was a button that you could tell it what direction, orientation you wanted to have. But I set it so that it would be, supposed to be the rule that if you can set it, whatever direction you set it when you start it or when you hit start, it's supposed to stay. But unfortunately, it auto-corrected again. So I thought I was golden, and I am not going to put you guys through waiting for me to start again. So I'll just leave it alone. Alrighty. And I've been off for a couple days, and I just didn't have everything organized, and this, I don't know, I just didn't want to start until I put things the way I wanted them, hoping that I wouldn't run into these issues. But since after waiting 2 days, I'm still running into these issues, I'm done. That's it. I'm just going for it. Forget it. Okay, so right around here, there's another little area of darkened layers, okay? So I'm going to do that. So it's a darker brown in here. So basically I'm just using darks and lights and a little bit of whatever color it looks like it is, okay? So not really so concerned about the details and stuff. So you just put the darks and the lights where they are, and it should mimic what you're copying. And then after I'm done doing like the basic here, the basic shape, I'm going to go ahead and go back and redo. Okay, so this here has like a couple of little indents, and it looks like I didn't put my darks and lights in the same place, but that's okay, because maybe that's even good. So there's going to be a little dark area in here, kind of to, there's like a little curvy area here. Cool. Where's this one? Oh, here, this one. Awesome. Awesome. Now I can see it big. Right. All right. So down here, it's going to be kind of like vertical lines. same time, it's got some horizontal lines, so that's kind of interesting. So horizontal lines and vertical lines. You know, it's really cool that this watercolor set had this color of um, brown or sepia or whatever it is. It's a really cool color. And so in between, I'm going to need to make some dark lines. Then also some going across the other way. Okay. So I'm going to mix some darks to mix in and put in between. At the same time, you have to continue the layers. Wow, this is tougher than I thought, but kind of cool anyway. Okay. So I'm trying not to contaminate, although, you know, with the watercolors, you can just wash them, wipe them, and because only the top layer is getting dirty anyway. And then here, I could just put like some wispy water in between, so it doesn't look so controlled. So yeah, this picture that's on there is like so majestic. All right. So here, I'm gonna also add a little bit of this pink, and this is gonna have a little pinkish red in there. probably people that use watercolors are cringing at the sight of me putting my paintbrush directly into the wells, because normally what you do is you put it in another, like a palette, you know, so that you don't contaminate your colors. But I couldn't find my palette, and I didn't want to spend any time on that either. So that's that. And so what's nice about the watercolors is you can just re-wet them and you know, get some reshape it and all that, like right here. So I didn't start in the most vibrant, which is my favorite area of the painting. I started in the dullest, which is, you know, still beautiful, but not my favorite area of the painting. And let's see here. Okay. Let's see here. And a little bit of pink. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to use now the pinker tones. In the wood. So there's some pinkish tones right here. Because all the colors kind of seem to have a very purpley pink tone. And I want to have okay. So I'm trying to do the dark areas now with a little bit of the pinkish dark. And let's see, there's going to be some areas in here that have that pinkish color. Excuse me just a moment. Oh, that's guess it's, let's see. Hold on just a second. Sorry. Excuse me just a moment. I'm trying to. Okay. to see if I can find the video so I can chat with people. Okay. All right. So I could open up another window, but I'm not going to because I don't want to risk slowing down the internet access, and then maybe the computer will start to slow down, or do that stoppy thing that I can't think of what you call it, but when it wants to stop and keeps interrupting the feed. Okay, let me see. One more thing I would like to do. Hold on. My computer is acting so crazy today. I'm not really sure what's going on. Not it's not acting normally. Not sure why. Okay, so maybe I can get it to something happened with the settings here, so I'm gonna try and open this over here, and hopefully I can. Oh, hello everybody. I can barely reach. No, so I'm trying to say hello. Okay. Okay, so on this one I'm trying to watch the other feeds. Okay. Watch the other feeds. And I'm trying to silence that also so I can see what you guys are saying over here. Okay. Arizona, yeah, that's what it looks like, Arizona. All right. Okay, so now I can see the feed, and also, where I can see, I can see that it's sideways. I'm sorry about that, guys, but nothing I can do about it now. Unless I want to stop and start, and I don't want to do that. Too annoying. And if you have a good feed, I'll just stick with it. Okay, so over here, I'm going to have a darkened area. And kind of goes up, dark here. See, I could be using, actually, I do have one of my, I do want to use the Arteza pens as well. I'll show you right now. But I've never used them before, so it's going to be a learning experience. Okay, So this one kind of has a dark area here. And another dark area here. I looked at the picture that my friend sent me, you know, what it came with, and it said something about being near Vegas, so I don't know if it's Arizona or if it's actually in Vegas, but that's what it mentioned. Okay, so here I'm going to do some dark layering because there's supposed to be some dark layers right in here. All right. And I have these really cool, what do you call them, like water pens that are perfect for this. I don't remember where I put them. But I do have one here that came with my Arteza. So let me show you what the Arteza pens look like. See? And they're supposed to be watercolor. So we're going to play with these. And I have them up here. And I also have Prismacolor pencils. So if I decide to use those, I can use those. Watercolors, everything. Doesn't matter. Whatever it takes to get the look that you're going for, okay? Alright. So here, I'm going to do this to cause a little layering. Remember how we said it's got layers in between, and at the same time it's going up and down, so kind of a interesting dynamic there. This is years and years of building up. So in between the colors, I'm going to add a pink hue to kind of bring the painting together also. Okay, so here we go. So see, using the water and the brush to push the paint around and to give it a layered look. also have alcohol inks that I was thinking of using. Sometimes those give such vibrant colors. And if I do this and I don't think the colors are vibrant enough, I'm going to go ahead and use some alcohol inks. So put a little more dark in there and make it be so you see right here, this is a watercolor pen, and you can fill it up with water, which I'm going to do right now. Oh, come on now. Maybe it opens backwards. It sure does. Really strange. Okay, so I'm just getting some bottled water. I'm going to put it in there. Oops. It looks like I missed. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to use these. So that's weird. It when you open it, it opens backwards. Okay. So I'm going to try this. And what's nice about these is they have water in them. So when you do your painting, you can squeeze it a little. So now that I have the paint in here, I can just move it around using the water in the pen. So see, I'm going to just grab some of that paint and spread it with this. Okay, now again, I'm going to darken it up a little in between some of these layers. And here as well, maybe a little, show the angles of the rocks. See how they want to spread. So that's why I put a little more paint in there. over here is another area of darkness. All right. So right now I'm just trying to um, duplicate the shadows in this area. And any of these things, you can let them dry and come back to them, because with watercolors, a lot of the times you have to wait uh, between layers so that you don't, like some colors you don't want it to mix with another color and so forth. So if you let it dry a little bit, you can come back and make it, the way you want it. Like with flowers, you kind of do one area and then let that dry a little bit, and like you might want to do like one petal and then alternate every other petal. So like here, except for the fact that I'm trying to make it blend and make it, where one goes into the other, and then I also want these lines, for the layering. But if these were petals of flowers, then I would want to wait, uh, like do every other layer and stuff like that, and then go back and put the area in between so that the colors don't mix. But in my case, I do like the fact that I want the colors to mix actually, so that's not the goal for me on this one. So for example here, how we've got the lines going sideways as well as up and down. There should be some that you can see sideways but also you want to have an area that you can't see it. So like the darkened areas. So I'm going to leave that area that I did right there. See, the outside areas will be dark and not really have that showing. So every so often I'm putting in some red in there because I want it to be like the kind of like a magenta main. And I'm sorry, I really can't see too much who's watching, so I'm trying to look up there and hello Melissa, hello Endot and Neil and Patricia. Let's see. Yeah, there's yeah, it could be Colorado, could be Arizona. It says just oh, my friend Melissa, who's the one who encouraged me to paint this painting, says on there that she watched the vegan. Well, I made some vegan fajitas actually, so I got hungry and I thought, maybe that would propel me to get in here and start painting if I actually recorded my meal preparation. Because I find that, people are always saying, well, what can you eat, you vegans, you guys worry that we're starving to death or something, or that there's nothing for us to eat, and that's just not the case. I can always make up something, and man, the first day I realized what they were doing to our meat stuff and dairy and all that. Oh my goodness, I thought, what the heck am I gonna eat? And and so then I started researching um, different ways to prepare food without meat. Because as a nurse, um, man, I think that's one of those things that we didn't get enough of in you know education was a little bit more about how much diet affects our health. And I I I really felt when I finally learned what I'd been closing my eyes to, you know, it's really not so much, I mean, I don't like animals to suffer and all that, but for me, it was not about the animal suffering as much as the diseases that are coming along with the food. And it's just very disheartening that it's allowed to be fed to the American public, um, just so somebody could make profit. And uh, don't get me started on the whole vegan thing, but anyway, some people feel like they could never stop their meat and there's no way they could survive without meat, but beans have more protein. Um, I put on my channel, I did put some information about that, about, you know, soy, and then there's a lot of misinformation that's out there regarding soy, that they say, oh, it's going to give you man boobs, oh, it affects your hormones. And if anything, they found that the incidence of cancer goes down and it gets rid of the bad hormones. And people are actually living longer and less cancer, less prevalent cancer, should I say, when they don't eat the meat products and animal products. Okay, and let me see here. Up here, I want to put a little more of the pinkish and also a little bit more of this. Yeah, but I was addicted to animal products as much as anybody else, I think. And I cooked meat and eggs, and in fact, I even went on a high protein diet, which meant a lot of animal products for a while. Um, Hopefully, I won't have any lasting side effects from that. But I did notice that I started to have hypertension, which now has resolved. Um, a few other things, but for the most part, I still don't have any medical conditions now. Um, don't take any meds, except for natural mineral vitamin stuff, like no pot or anything like that, because I work for the um, prison system. And I probably wouldn't do pot either anyway, because uh, I think there's too many negative issues I had when I was a young teen and testing testing the I just said the limits of things, and it really, all I found was that it made me hungry, like hungry when I wasn't hungry, and I felt like I was just going to get fat. And I also felt, oddly enough, I really felt like it was taking away my ambition, because I just wanted to like hang around, do nothing, and eat, munch, play games, and yeah, it wasn't the best thing for me. Okay. And I know it's legal, but I still don't think it's good. There's also some mental things that happen to people with that there's some studies on, emotional schizophrenia, other things like that. And there's natural alternatives to some of the homeopathic remedies, in my opinion anyway. Um, I know there's people who will disagree with that, but I do see a lot of people that are suffering from the effects of it. So, you know, I do work in the mental area of the prison, and it does seem like it did affect people adversely. So I'm pushing the pen now without putting any new paint on it, and I'm just pushing the water out and then pushing the paint around, see? And so if I want to make an area lighter like that, I can just see, because it'll give it like a little area of darkness. Okay, so Melissa, where is this place anyway? You sent me this picture. Where is it? Are you watching? Can you tell us where this place is that has these beautiful rocks? My friend Lori thinks it might be Arizona. Um, and I didn't stop to read the what the picture had on it, because I was just so mesmerized by the picture. I was like, whoa, that is absolutely gorgeous. I love, those are the colors I love. All the colors that are in this painting are the colors I just love. So now I'm trying to give it kind of like a rocky surface on the edges of the rock there. Let me see here. Where? Let's see. Nope. Melissa, I was trying to read your message and I couldn't read it because it took me out of the place I was watching the video. Okay, but let's see. I was trying to read the comments. Okay. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to find the video again. Oh, come on. There it is. Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, Melissa, how do you like it? This painting that you wanted me to paint. You know, actually, I forgot that on my YouTube feed, I could also be talking to people. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm sorry, but I do not see the feed, and I still haven't figured out how I'm going to do that. So I can read comments and so forth, questions. So if you're asking questions right now, um, why don't you write them down, and when I'm done, I'll go back and I'll read them and respond. Because really, I can't. It's already taking too long, I think. I don't want to add the time to the video if I stop and answer questions at the moment. That's why it's nice when you have a partner that would love to do it with you. Um, the art stuff. Okay. Okay. And there's a few little, what do you call them? Little, like, I don't know what those are called. They're like little jagged, um, mm, rocky formations, I guess is what you would call them. Little ones over here. Or I don't know if they're little, but closer and on the bottom here. It looks like they're in the shadows somehow. Okay. Okay, now this part here is supposed to be a little bit lighter. And we're supposed to have like little areas that kind of drop down like this. And I think I'm going to put a little bit of light. So this is where you would dry it off and try and get a little bit of just the water on there to give it the effect. So I'm saving the best for last, which is the colorful part. time standing up sometimes. I just get into it. So right now I'm just copying the darks that I see in the painting. So and if Melissa's mom's watching, I just want to say hi, and hopefully this is turned the right direction when it's on the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel, because I can't even check right now. See, that's what I was going to say is that, I don't know if you guys ever watch this show called, not show, but it's a couple, and they do art, and they're called Artists Till Death, which, I thought was very clever because, man, ain't that the truth? You never, if you're an artist, you just don't want to stop. You don't want to stop till you die or till you drop. And it's your favorite thing to do, and everything else is just a waste of your time. And really, that's kind of how I feel these days. It's like, oh man, I don't want to go to work. I want to stay home and paint. But they say I need to hold out a little longer, be a little older. I don't know. I think I'm old enough. And I tell my people, my friends, what I don't want to happen is that I'm gonna wait so long that I'm just gonna retire in time to die. And so many people do. So I said, forget it. I'm gonna start painting now. Because really, I had painted myself years ago. Um, Painted myself painting in Paris as an old lady. Because that's what I thought I would do. I don't know. I guess I grossly um, overestimated, how old I would look. So the picture looks like I'm like 80 or something, or what I would think now. Must be what 80 looks like because I don't look as old as that painting that I drew. But I sure expected, for that to happen. And I thought I wouldn't get to paint till I was retired, and then I started seeing people died before they got to do it. I don't know, a disease or car accident. You never know what's going to happen. And I thought, oh, that would be just, oh my gosh, it would be what a like like what a horrible thing. You wait all your life to do something. It's like, I don't know if you guys ever watched the Twilight Zone, but there was this guy that was accumulating all these books, Beavis, and library type, and Then he broke his glasses just when he had gotten everything ready to read. And that's kind of what I'm worried about. Something like that. Not exactly, but kind of like that. Like I would expect to die before I got a chance to paint. And it's not like anything I'm painting is a masterpiece or anything, but it's just such a pleasure. Um, I don't know. That's all I want to do. Hmm. It's like a little, oh my goodness, I'm losing all these hairs on this brush. Okay. And they gave me these little hair stains there. Okay. Anyway. So these are like layers of rocks. Okay. Now I have to get to, oh man, there's so much more to do before I can, okay. I'm gonna go right in here. And for that, I think this is black. So I'm gonna put a little bit of dark area here. So and this really needs to be more of a reddish brown with a few dark areas in there. Mm. So I'm trying to push the water down the brush. All right. Now this earth here has a lot of pink and purple in it, so I'm going to put a little pink in there, and then I'm going to put some purple. And there's different colors of purple here. And here, on this side it's a little bit dark, so we're going to make it purpley black. same time it goes sideways. So all these pieces of land seem to be layered in this red earth. Then here, there's going to be so this side also has a little bit of a purpley dark color. So even though it's dark, it still has like those little lines on it, those little cross lines. Okay, so here looks kind of like one layer and then another layer. In this dark area. Okay, so that area there looks like it's an orangey red. So we're going to go with this. Let's see how that looks once it dries. So you can remove the paint with a brush so you can get light areas. Just move the paint around. So here, Down here it looks like I could use a little bit of that orangey, but more of a darker red. I'm going to add a little more orange in it.